Hello, this is Rabbi Yoseph coming to you from Israel. This week the Torah reading for Shabbos is Parshas Beraishit. It starts the Torah from the beginning all over again. Literally it means from the beginning. And it starts with the absolute creation of the universe. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. And the actual creation ex nihilo are what is the Kabbalists call the four yesodot, the four basic elements of nature. Fire, wind or air, water, and upper earth. Heaven and earth, that's the earth. It says that the Spirit of God uses the word spirit, ruach, but it also means wind, suggesting air, hovered above the water explicitly mentioned. Merachefet, flutters like a bird, flapping its wings. The idea of movement, the idea of energy, just an aspect of fire. Then you have the first speaking or commandment from God, and he says, let there be light. And the light is created, and the Chumash says that God saw that the light was good. And what you have here is a bridge between the physical and the spiritual. And that light is energy, something more or less physical. And you have the aspect of morality, right and wrong. The Sefer Yetzirah talks about 5 dimensions, a dimension of height, width, depth, and then it talks a dimension of beginning and end time, and a dimension of right and wrong. 5 dimensions. And the idea of or is the bridge. It is both something somewhat physical, heat, light, and it is also the idea of wisdom, righteousness. The commentaries talk about the Spirit of God hovered above the waters. And the Or HaChaim brings a Beraishit Rabbah and says that this refers to the days of the Mashiach. The Rashi, I think he brings a Yerushalmi, says it refers to the throne of glory. It's the idea of the perfection of man in the kingdom of heaven on earth, and with light being the vehicle for which this occurs. The idea of something being good implies a particular goal, and something that is good advances things towards that goal. So what is happening is that light is advancing the world to the days of the kingdom of heaven on earth, the days of the perfection of man, shlemut. The Chumash describes the world after it is created as tohu vavohu, and they can be translated as emptiness and chaos, a desert that has nothing in it, or a jungle that's a jumble. And the idea is that things are either absent or things that are tangled. The Rashi uses the term irbuvia, that the light was entangled with the darkness. And that becomes a difficulty. You wonder, how can light and darkness be entangled? If you consider the idea of the Sefer Yetzirah and the idea of physics, that really everything has a little bit of energy in it. And then you bring the energy out in the form of, very often it's heat or radiation, light. But the idea that there was light before the fourth day, which was when the sun and the moon and the stars were created, remains difficult, because you say, how can you have light without a source of light? And you get some idea where it talks about the waters, where it says that the waters were gathered into a place, and where they were gathered, it was called seas, and where they were taken from, what remained was the dry land. It starts becoming, looking at light that way, like the idea of a light bulb that's powered by a generator, which is powered by a windmill. So to speak, the wind, the electricity and the light and the kinetic energy that's in the wind is being transferred to this filament which glows. It's as if to say, so to speak, that all of the stars are really filaments, and that they are just absorbing the light from the universe. But it's the idea of straightening out this tangle, concentrating light into one place. The idea, the spiritual idea, is straightening out the tangle of good and evil. If you have things that are partially good, partially evil, where the good is concealed, then you really never see the good in them. You never see the righteousness. You never see the wisdom in them. But if these are concentrated in people who are specifically tzaddikim and people who are specifically chachamim, then you can see it, and then it is separated from the evil. And what these people will do is teach others. In that way, you gradually get a rectification of something that once was a desolation, nothing was there, you start to build. Something that was at angle, you start to straighten it out. The idea of rectification, and ultimately this ends with the days of the Mashiach, when knowledge of God will fill the world just like water covers the sea. Thank you. Good Shabbos. ושאבתם מים בששון ממעיי הישועה, ושאבתם מים בששון ממעיי הישועה, מים מים מים, או מים בששון, מים מים מים, ומים בששון, מים 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 בששון, מים 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 ובששון, שאבתם מים ושאבתם מים מעיי הישועה, ושאבתם מים בששון ממעיי הישועה, מים 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 ומים בששון, מים 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 ומים בששון, מים 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 בששון, מים 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 בששון, ושאבתם מים בששון במעיי הישועה, ושאבתם מים בששון ממעיי הישועה.